Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Now at 5 o'clock, Detroit police have a person of interest in custody they say is linked to a sexual assault on a 63-year-old woman. The defenders have details.
And let the holiday rush begin. Live pictures as one of the biggest travel periods of the year is off and running. So are we going to be all clear with the weather?
But we're going to begin in the city of Flint, where a massive explosion has now claimed the lives of 2 people, one of them a 4-year-old child. Off the top at 5, we're following several new developments tonight because dozens of homes have been left in unlivable shape.
The video from Sky 4 paints the picture of just how bad it is. A row of homes completely wiped out, with others nearby and across the street knocked off their foundations, with windows blown out as well. Megan Woods is live in Flint tonight. Megan, is there any indication into what caused this?
Well, nearly 24 hours later, crews are still out here trying to figure that out. All they know is that an explosion happened at one home and then 2 other homes caught on fire. We're a block over and you can find broken glass like this. You can look at windows, shattered glass, boarded up windows. And then they told us just after 2 in the rubble, they found that little girl who was missing earlier. All the homes on this block of Hogarth Avenue have been evacuated. Power and water have been cut off. But people who live nearby say they not only saw the flames, they heard it and they felt it.
You can't describe how loud it was.
Well, I felt the vibration of the ground.
Glass flew all over my room.
All from a home explosion Monday night on Hogarth Avenue. The aftermath is hard to look at.
Damage. When I say damage, it's damage. We have been going back and forth, salvage what we can.
It looks like a war zone. Is what it looks like. There's lumber that's been stabbed into the roofs of the surrounding houses. There's clothes strewn throughout trees.
Chris Light's grandfather built the home across the street from where the explosion happened. His grandmother and uncle still live there.
It blew all the windows out. It blew the basement windows out. It blew the attic door down out of the attic.
But the damage goes beyond homes. 2 people were killed in the explosion, a 4-year-old girl and a 55-year-old woman. There's still 1 person in the hospital.
Tragic nonetheless when we lose life. It is very tragic when we have the holiday season to add into this. So that's why we ask residents of this community to lift these families in prayer.
Sad for everyone in the neighborhood and all, but holiday season here, so we all got to stick together.
And the community is definitely sticking together. When you look at these aborted windows, the city says Home Depot are the ones who donated that material, and then United Way, they created a fund to help out the families impacted. They donated $5,000 to that fund, and you can donate too. We'll have that link on clickondetroit.com. And ahead at 6, we hear from family members who have a family living on this street, concerned and waiting, not sure what would happen. That's ahead at 6. Live in Flint, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
We look forward to talking to you then, Megan. Thank you. Well, with Michigan leading the country in the number of new coronavirus cases, Governor Whitmer has mainly pretty much stayed in the background.
But at an event today, she talked about vaccines and also hinted at something that could be coming soon from the health department. Rod Maloney caught up with the governor today. He's live at Metro Airport, where Rod, travel is expected to break records even amid this COVID surge.
Right. Now, if you'll take a look behind me here, you'll notice that there isn't that much activity. It's been a steady stream throughout the day. It's quieted down here around the dinner hour. But here's the thing. It is not like it was years ago where they'd be down the street and around the corner. But the expectation is it's still going to be very busy here today, or tomorrow rather. COVID's top of mind, but not dampening things like it did a year ago. The governor's saying today, though, that there is much to be concerned about. Governor Gretchen Whitmer handing out holiday meal fixins in River Rouge this morning. She told Local 4 we can expect the Department of Health and Human Services to come out with more COVID guidance tomorrow.
We recognize that our healthcare workers are exhausted. They've been working for 2 years straight. Many places are understaffed, and so the burden that we can ease on them by getting vaccinated is really important.
In the throes of a re-election campaign, this is a dramatically different tone from the governor.
A year ago, we did not have vaccines. Now we have the tools to stay safe. We have the information to stay safe. You know, when we had to take aggressive actions, it was because we didn't have these tools. We do now.
She used a very high figure. 93% of hospitalizations in Michigan are unvaccinated people across the state, which is about 15 points higher than the MDHHS guidance only last Friday.
It is a collision of unvaccinated people. We still have a big chunk of our population that's not yet been vaccinated. For whatever reason, I'm not criticizing, I'm just observing this is what is feeding this growth of COVID in the state of Michigan.
And the governor added the message isn't going to change between now and Christmas.
We know that as the holidays happen, I'm concerned we've got multiple generations of families gathering, some of whom will bring COVID into those events, and sadly, some family members could get sick.
So this is that reminder that the indoor mask advisory, which was announced last Friday, remains in effect. The MDHH director making that on Friday, but she also talked about the idea that maybe you consider having Thanksgiving outdoors, or more than that, having a lot of windows open for better ventilation for this Thanksgiving weekend or this Thanksgiving holiday, saying that we want to make sure that people stay safe in their homes. Back to you.
Rod, we've talked a lot about sort of people letting their foot off the gas on COVID precautions. We have to wonder if that muscle memory will be there when these changes come in, or at least these suggestions tomorrow. We'll see what they are.
No doubt about it, Devin. And of course, one of the things that happens out here is that people may be a little out of practice here at the airport. Yep. So coming up at 6, we're going to talk about the things you need to remember when you get here.
Yeah, good deal. All right, we'll talk to you then, Rod. Meanwhile, Mayor Duggan joining the call for Detroiters to get vaccinated against the coronavirus.
256 Detroit residents are currently hospitalized with the virus. That's more than twice as many as 3 weeks ago. COVID-19 vaccines and boosters are being offered 6 days a week at all city-run vaccination sites. And as of last week, about 43% of Detroiters ages 5 and older had received at least one vaccine dose. Mayor Duggan says the time is now to get vaccinated.
If you hadn't had your first shot, I know we've said this for a long time, but here's what happens. You are 11 times more likely to die from COVID if you haven't been vaccinated. We have far too many people in this country that we have lost because they believed some nonsense on the internet and decided not to get the vaccine. There's no place in America that it is easier to get a vaccine than the city of Detroit.
Mayor Duggan also says there's no conversation about a vaccine mandate for city workers, but he is considering one for his appointees and creating COVID-19 safe zones in his office.
Well, here we are on this eve of one of the busiest travel days of the year, so all eyes on the weather.
Yeah, indeed. Let's get over to Andrew now and what the forecast holds for all the folks hitting the road here, Andrew.
Kimberly and Devin, weather is looking pleasant across much of southeast Michigan, almost across the entire state as we go into tomorrow. Take a look for yourself. When you head out to Grand Rapids, well, on Wednesday, highs will be in the 40s by the afternoon, starting off with temperatures in the 20s and 30s, but dry conditions, mostly cloudy skies by the afternoon. Dry with a little fog setting up possibly in the morning, a little breezy out toward Ludington. Up through Traverse City, though, Sheboygan, take a look up toward Alpena as well. For tomorrow, afternoon highs will be in the 40s, way above average. But on Thanksgiving, it gets chillier with temperatures in the 30s, still above freezing in the lower peninsula, but with a chance of rain, not snow. Same thing here in Detroit and southeast Michigan. But let's focus now on the UP. Many folks may be heading farther into places like Ishpeming, also around Marquette, and out toward Ironwood. It'll be colder there by Thanksgiving, but you notice Wednesday temperatures also in the 40s, believe it or not, and mainly with cloudy skies and mainly dry conditions. The only exception, rain starts to move into places like Ironwood and the western half of the UP during the day tomorrow. We'll talk more about the national forecast travel-wise and, of course, the local forecast for tomorrow, Thanksgiving, and beyond coming up.
All right, Andrew, whether you're flying, driving, staying in town for the parade and turkey dinner, all of that, we've got you covered either way. Tomorrow morning on Local 4 News Today, Brandon tracking the threat of problematic weather, and Kim will be watching the roads. Traffic and travel updates coming your way. Help us help you plan your day tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7 a.m. New tonight, police have made an arrest in the sexual assault of a 63-year-old woman on Detroit's west side. The crime, you'll recall, had volunteers out canvassing the neighborhood over the weekend, but police believe they now have the man who did it. We bring in Defender Sean Lay live with more. Sean.
Devin, we learned today that Detroit police did pick up this person of interest, they're calling him, and they've been interrogating him all day long. They expect to ask for charges against this person. This horrible crime against a 63-year-old over on the west side is really highlighting a disturbing trend in Detroit. Sexual assaults in the city up 22%. We're digging deeper into this number tonight, and the chief is saying you have to consider the COVID year of last year, how we get to this number. The Local 4 defenders have learned Detroit police have a person of interest in custody for the brutal sexual assault of a 63-year-old woman left for dead in the cold at Joy and Martindale. It was the woman's birthday. Tonight, police say she remains on life support. The attack highlighting a dramatic spike in sexual assaults this year in Detroit.
One key statistic I want to bring to the board's attention relates to our sexual assault cases.
Detroit Police Chief James White telling the Detroit Board of Police Commissioners that sex crimes are up 22% in the city. He calls the spike concerning, but also says consider the COVID year last year.
Because last year with COVID was such an anomaly and people were sheltered in place, they didn't have opportunities to report, they didn't have normal interaction, young folks weren't in school, people didn't have the same opportunities to report as they did in 2019.
Let's look at 2019 when there were 772 reported sexual assaults. The COVID year, a drop to 562 cases, then back up to 714 cases so far this year. Detroit police say sex crimes are a focus for them and lowering the number of them.
Consistently, if we have any trends that suggest that we have a sexual predator or something along those lines that we need to be focused on. And the data and the information just does not at this time bear that out.
Back here live. Let's get back to the awful attack on that 63-year-old. She remains on life support tonight. We asked police how they tracked down this person of interest. They say it was a tip from someone in the public that led them to him. They're questioning him tonight. They do expect to put him under arrest. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
Okay, Sean. Come 2023, the streets of downtown Detroit are really going to be roaring.
That's right. Ahead here at 5, we're getting our first look at what a downtown Grand Prix is going to look like and how this time is going to be different than it was back in the 90s.
Also, the big game waiting for us on Saturday, but the University of Michigan already a big winner. We're going to show you why the Maize and Blue are coming out on top. Doc?
Michigan is still leading the nation in new COVID cases. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, the key numbers you need to know about who is getting sick and why this pandemic is definitely not behind us yet.